What's up everyone and welcome to on the MOONCHARTS YouTube channel. I hope that you're all doing very well as always. This is extremely important after we plan I wanted to say this bottom, but no, this is a top on Bitcoin here. We applied three targets to the upside here, but the first one have been flipping to support, so we did a good short to take, not at all. Second one, exact touch on that and just drop from here. This is absolutely insane. We're going to update everything as always. Yeah, I mean, this was a second target here that have been just so well respected. Clearly, we have done a very nice move to the downside after the possible. After the we feel along the bottom here, and we got a nice rise. So that's pretty insane, to be honest with you. I'm just checking really quickly what's doing Bitcoin right now, but yeah. So we're going to update everything. I'm just going to change some few waves here, okay? Because now to be in this configuration with this wave 4 here is not valid anymore, okay? I'm going to remove this 5 waves like this. I'm going to say that we have done the wave 3, okay, we have done the wave 4 with the ABC flat right here and the wave 5 right here, okay? So like this, I'm going to change that with the blue hidden. I'm going to change some few waves, you know, like if we have done the 5 waves now, so of course we can be bullish, all stuff like this. There are of course some bullish count, there are some bearish count, there are sideways count, we have everything on the market clearly. But personally, I would like to do a last wave to the downside, okay? The other possible count here, you know, we were also talking about this in the previous updates, you know, with the different possible count here, is that we have done an A, B, and we are still in the C wave here, and in that case, we'll have to get the 5 waves to the downside. What do we have for now? We have a triple wave, so if that's an A, B, C wave, we'll have to get a 5 wave, so 4 and 5. So that's why we'll normally still be in that way, in a wave 4 here, to look next for a wave 5. Yes, the wave 3 is very short, but this happens sometimes, and even if we're in a dump, this is absolutely fine. So normally the top is here, so we take our extension tool from the wave 1 root to the wave 1 bottom to the wave 2 top to find the wave 3 targets, okay? But yeah, before to start this, as always, don't forget to smash that like if you enjoy the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're making money with us, because yeah, I mean, it's just a big reward for me. So if you want, smash that like. You can also make some comments if you want. This is very good for the YouTube algorithm. This helped me so much to get some more views, everything, so to develop the community clearly. So if you want, feel free. And yeah, let's jump into this. So here you can place your extension tool. So I'm just going to place the waves, okay, like this. So from the wave 1 root to the wave 1 bottom here, normally it will be like this. Boom, 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 the XY here. We have then the 5 waves to the downside. We have then the wave 4, and we should be now in the wave 5. Okay, this is the most possible wave count, I would say now. Why? Because for example, we are not anymore in the wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and the wave 5 here, because the wave 4 is clearly too big. Okay, it's clearly too big for this kind of configuration. So that's why we'll place more a wave 4 here, done or not. We're going to also of course to talk about the possible last push to the upside if we're in this configuration, okay? The thing is, you really have to understand that there are just still a lot of different possibilities, okay? We're going to talk about the highest internal probabilities, of course, but you really have to understand the context. Of course, we feel long here, of course, we feel long here, and of course, we feel long here. So in any case, if we just literally rocket from here and we're super bullish, it's just more money from our longs, okay? And if we just dump from here, this is just more money for our shorts. All the way down here, we hit some shorts. All the way down here, we hit some shorts also here. I mean, you have 3 shorts on this top right here. This is pretty crazy. It really is insane. So in any case, we are ready for any possible move. You really have to understand that. So we can push higher, we don't care. We can push more down, we don't care, because in any way we're making money, because now we have our stop loss at entry. We took profit one time, so the fees are refunded, and we made a bit of money in addition to that. So if we just drop more, this is just more profit, and we're going to take profit later on the shorts. And again, if we push higher, we're going to be stopped out on the shorts without any loss, because stop loss on entry, we took profit one time, so fees are refunded and money is made a bit. And if we push high, we just take profit later on the longs. So that's why you really have to understand that. Now I'm talking, this is what I'm looking for at the moment. The chart now maybe is going to change. We're going to do something different, less likely, but yeah, okay. So just want to make sure you fully understand the context here. There are tons of possibilities here. By the way, we can remove that because now we already bounced out of that. But yeah, so anyway, here I'm going to show you, you know, I'm going to show you the wave count here, and how we was also at the same time how we was trading this, and how we was doing the TA in real time when we was during the move all the way down here. Okay, so first of all, if you remember good, in the last tutorial I already showed you that, but we was looking for a possible, so first of all, the most easiest one was, you know, the wave 1, the wave 2, and people fight directly to the downside. Now recognize that in the VIP lecture number 19, we recognize it was possible to make a W X and a Y to the upside here with an ABC flat into the X wave. Okay, so exactly what I drew you here clearly. So we both aware of that. We really plan everything in the Sunday light to the upside, to the downside, sideways, everything, all the targets, all the stuff you have to know, and the more likely and less likely scenarios. Okay, and when we're doing the move, we recognize if we have to take the trade or not, thanks to the order flow. Okay, so pretty cool. So yeah, this was what we recognized when it was here, and even before. I don't have the screenshot, but it was also looking for a possible bigger triple wave here. Okay, when we do a first correction, we can of course do a bigger one here. This is of course yes. But yeah, once we have done the top, so I already shared with you how we have been trading the top and everything, but once we have done the top here, was looking, you know, for different pans. So I really want to give you the possible wave count here to the downside, so maybe not every single possibilities, but the main one, because I know that a lot was looking, you know, for the possible wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, okay, leading, and was looking for a possible big rise here. Personally, I was looking for this, but I was not mainly looking for that. Why? Because some small wave was not really following. Here what we have a 5 ways to the downside. We're going to talk about this, no worries. Then we have a correction. Then we more likely have a correction to the downside. Then we have another 5 ways. Then we have another 5 ways. So can we get a correction in one wave in a leading, so to speak? Here we have a wedge to the downside. This will be that case for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or for an A, B, C. Okay, in C wave there is no, for ABC zigzag, there is no any wave 4 and 5 in that case. We only have a triple wave correction to go more down. Can it be this? Can we get a 5 ways, a correction, a 5 ways in a leading? No, we have to get a 5 ways, 5 ways, 5 ways, or a correction, a correction, a correction. There is no any 5 ways, correction, 5 ways. Okay, in the wave 1, 3, and 5 I'm talking about. So that's why here the leading was really less likely for me because of the smaller wave count. Okay, so first of all, this idea here with the leading was valid. For example, here, let's say the case we could do a possible water effect impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but again, the small wave count here, we more likely have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to finish the full move to the downside. So we got something validation a bit everywhere, so that's why I was not personally looking directly for this. Now, if you add a trend line, for example, right here, this gives you still some really super good long to take, as you can see here. So bounce off that, by the way, it's not well placed, so normally it was an exact touch at the dollar. Right here, as you can see, boom, at the dollar, right here, just right before to get a major push on Bitcoin here. So this is pretty insane. Okay, so that's why this thing was still a very good thing to look for trades. Okay, but now personally, I was not really looking for that with Elliott Waves. Okay, so I don't know what. So yeah, that was a possibility. You know, first 1, 2, 3, or 5 leading was looking for. Now we would have done something a bit bigger on a smaller time frame here on a low. I mean, for this first move, this was the A, B, C zigzag you can see here. So to make the bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, as always, there are two different wedge. There is the leading and there is the ending. The leading appear in a wave 1 of an impulsive or in a wave 1 of an A wave of an ABC zigzag. What I said, in a wave 1 of an impulsive, so to speak, I'm going to show you everything. So when you have an impulsive, for example, boom, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can get a wedge in the wave 1 and in the wave 5. In the wave 1 is going to be a leading, and in the wave 5 is going to be an ending. I'm going to show then the smaller wave count everything of this. And you have also the A, B, C zigzag. Okay, so 5 ways, correction, 5 ways. In the A wave, you're going to get also a possible leading. Most of the time, you're going to get an impulsive in the wave 1 and A, but sometimes you're going to get a leading. In the ABC flat, okay, so A, B, C flat, or 90% retracement here, we are going to get a correction in the first A wave. So it's only for these two pans, ABC zigzag or impulsive to the upside, or I mean to the down, impulsive. Okay, so the 5 ways impulsive to the upside. 5 ways impulsive only. Okay, so now when we're talking about an ending, okay, this appear in a wave 5 of an impulsive or in a C wave of a zigzag. So I'm going to add the wave, by the way, maybe I have this here, perfect, in an ABC zigzag or in an ABC flat. Okay, so correction, 5 ways impulsive or ending. So ending in a wave 5 in a C wave of an ABC zigzag or in a C wave of an ABC flat. Okay, and leading only in a wave 1 of an impulsive, only in a wave A of a zigzag, and not in an A wave of a flat because we have a correction here, and then a 5 ways to the upside. Okay, and here boom 1, 2, 3, or 5, correction 1, 2, 3, or 5. These are the two differences. Okay, so where to really fully understand where are the the leadings and endings. Now the thing is, I'm going to draw you a leading or an ending. By the way, we're just going to draw you a wedge to the upside here. So this, for example, this is not the best one, but anyway. So I'm going to do it maybe a bit smaller like this, so you can really see the wedge to the upside here. Okay, like this. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. So this is, for example, let's say, okay, that this is a leading. So it's maybe going to be a bit of a long update today because I did not update it for 5 days, maybe almost a week. So a lot of things to say, but a lot of informations. If you want to learn, you're at the right path always. Perfect. So here, a leading. So we know the place where it appears and an ending also. Now the leading, in the smaller wave count of the leading, we have 5 waves first of all, so we can of course get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because we're in a wave 1. Okay, now in a leading, this is 5 waves first of all. So normally 1, 2, 3, or 5 or a leading, then a correction, then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the upside, then another correction, and then another 1, 2, 3, or 5 to the upside. So 5 waves correction, 5 waves correction, exactly the same done in impulsive. The wave 4 of course can break the wave on top. This is not an impulsive here, this is a leading. Okay, so a wave 4 can break the wave on top, can just not break the wave 2. If now we are in an ending, what is a smaller wave count of an ending? The smaller wave count is an A, B, C, zigzag, another correction, whatever you want, an A, B, C, zigzag, another correction, whatever you want, and another A, B, C, zigzag. Okay, so correction, 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 correction. This is the difference between the leading and the ending. Now, in a very rare case, very rare case, we are going to get in the leading. Okay, so in the leading here, the smaller wave of an ending, and the opposite in an ending. So in very rare case, we're going to get a smaller wave of a leading. Okay, this is really something you have to understand to fully understand the count here. And what I say, by the way, here it is also possible here to be in a leading with ABC zigzag in waves. So small wave of an ending in a leading can be a rare case again. What I'm saying again, because we got that before again. I mean, first of all, here we got an A, B, C flat. Okay, so the C with an ending here, and the smaller wave of this 1, 2, 3, or 5 to the upside here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here are 5 ways, correction, 5 ways, correction, 5 ways. So again, this is a rare case because normally here we have a correction, a correction, a correction, a correction, a correction. Okay, extremely important to fully understand that, to fully understand the count we were talking about to the downside here. Okay, so that's why here this was a possible 1, 2, 3, or 5 to the downside. So that's why I was also looking for a long right here, and we normally have done the wave, the wave. So 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, and the wave high here with a triple wave to the downside. So a wedge to the downside here, a leading with a smaller wave of an ending. Does it make sense here to get, for example, a possible ending? So for a C or for a wave 5. Possibly for an A, B, C flat. The problem is the B do not go to good turrets at all because you have to go to the 120. I'm really going to do it fast right here to more advanced people. But for example, here we go past the 123, so not the best. And if you add your extension tool, to find the possible, for example, A, B, C flat, okay, I was talking about here, to find the C wave. If you add your A, B, C turrets, what we have reached here is a 20% invalidation of the C wave. So can that be an ending here? Not really. So it's in any case a leading with a small wave of an ending, so a very rare case. Now the thing is, if we have a leading to the downside, okay, what can that be next? It can be simply an A, a B, and a C. Okay, so 5 waves correction, 1, 2, 3, or 5, or it can be a wave. Was looking for bearish wave, so it can be also a wave 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Okay, so the thing is, what I've done here, I'm just going to show that. So once I've done the retracement here, so of course we're looking at the bottom here, we'll have done the 5 waves to the upside, everything. So A waves and boom and ABC flat. Okay, this is really, sorry for more advanced people, we're really talking about the 1 minute charting here. So this is really something on a low time frame. But as you can see here, A wave, B retracement, and a C to the upside. This is exactly, as you can see here, the TPO level was the exact level was looking for. I mean, more likely here was a possible levels higher, but this was the first level here, was really looking for a short due to the 1, 2, 3, or 5 we got here to the upside. So if you add your level TPO right here, as you can see, the price, so on Bybit of course, not on Coinbase, because it's not the same. But if you add, for example, the TPO right here, so you have the TPO. What is the price here? I say 23.6. Okay, no, 23.687. Oh, .5 normally. But as you can see here, this was clearly the level rejected here. Okay, we did the last push to the upside. If you check out the 5 ways we have done here, as you can see, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we were looking for the last push to the upside. boom, last push to the upside into the TPO and get a drop next. So pretty insane. So that's why here this is more an ABC. Okay, in my opinion, we have been trading this. So after we shorted the exact top of Bitcoin, let me just show you that really quickly. Right there, as you can see, people, I mean, Crypto, all the YouTubers like this, all the big community members, I mean, all the big community, they was all super bullish. Oh my god, the breakout, it's happening, it's breaking out. And at the end, oh no, breakout is not confirmed yet, but he still feel long and still got wrecked because we went to the liquidation of the guy. But as you can see here, exact price, I mean, not an exact top of on the week of the top of the top, but I mean, if you add this on Bybit, this is like on the real top of the real top, as you can see here, it is the first one here is really on the real top right here, a bit below, so right there, but it's really on the top. And the thing is, right here I feel too short. Why? Because we got a plan, we was looking for a wave 1, 2, so a correction here to go more down. We will recognize that we got the 5 ways to the upside, so I don't know where I was with this, but you can see here, yes, we got a lot of short swing here. Take profit 1 is here and stop loss now on entry. As you can see, I feel short on this exact swing flip pan we have done at the very top right there. Then what we did, I show to VIPs, we got a lot of shorts here opening. So that is a very nice swing filled pan. We just need now the markets to change to confirm it. And then what I've done here, which is bounce of the day here, so this could be also a possible long if you was in the VIP, I mean, if you're in VIP, if you're a VIP member. But next, as you can see here, bounce of the daily, now looking for the 786 because we start getting some few shorts. So the 786 is a blue line right here where we start to get a rejection. That's why here, good scalp short, take green 1 is hit and stop loss again on entry. Another trade short, and I'm still in these 2 shorts, in this one right here from the very top of the move, and in this one right here for the retracement right here. So one from the very top, I didn't go stop it out here, one from here, and one from here. That's why I have 3 shorts right there on the very top. This is pretty insane. Oh, what a figure. Damn. Okay, thank you for that. Completely forgot about this. Anyway, so here, yeah, 5 ways, so a correction here. So in that case, next you are looking for the wave 3 directly. Or the other possibility here is to still be in the wave 2. So speak here to be in the wave 1, 2 still, and to make an ABC flat. Okay, so we have the wave 1, we have then the wave 2 is an ABC flat. Okay, so the thing is now, if you're in this, how can you recognize that? You can recognize that if you're still in a bigger correction. So if you do a correction to the downside, does it looks like 5 ways to the downside here? Really possible? But it looks a bit more like a wave 1, 2, 3 to the downside, so a correction here. So if you have a correction here and more of this, you bounce off because as always a flat retraced, so 90% or normally 123. So I'm going to add this here. You can see here where we bounce off perfectly off the 123, 127. That's why I was also looking for this ABC flat to place up here. That's why I was looking for long here. I personally did not feel that long because it was on the weekend. On the weekend I'm not trading. I mean, it depends sometimes, yes, but most of the time not. Take a real break and come out on Monday. You come back stronger and you're again able to cross a chart on during the week. This is pretty crazy. But so here possibly in that case ABC flat. Okay, right here as you can see we bounce off the 123 for a possible flat. Also the TPO level we plan, so in confidence with the 123. Targets are now the 618, 100%, 123, and the 1618 for the C wave. Normally max here is the 123, otherwise we will break the wave 1 route, so in that case the wave 1, 2 cannot be valid anymore. So that's why here the maximum target normally should be the 123. So actually, I said 2 times the same one. But we won't have the 123 here, 123% off, I mean, from for now the C wave. Okay, so we talk about this ABC. Right here, we'll have then an A right there, a B and a C, more likely. Okay, so yep, right there, from the wave 1 A wave root to the A wave bottom to the B bottom right here. So it was looking, you know, for this triple target to the upside. You can see here if we go to 1618, so we will not really break the high, but I mean to approach this high like this and to not take the high minimum, it's possible, but it's really low in terms of probabilities. So that's why we are only talking about probabilities here in the highest ones. So here after we bounce out of that, we recognize that we got 3 main target to the upside, 618, 100%, and 123. Of course, we added all the confluence possible to find all the possible stop we could get. For example, here we got an exact touch rejection of a target we plan here, and also a possible swing for power the price high, because that was a naked session path control, so to speak. I'm going to refresh that. These levels right here when you're in sessions, so you have this path control of the session, but sometimes not. As you can see here, this is a naked session path control. Okay, and if you go here, as you can see, this was the C wave for the flash. You can see here, boom, A, B, C, and was looking first of all for this naked session path control, and as you can see here, this is exactly what we rejected. So pretty crazy, these levels are pretty insane. Okay, so that's why I was looking first for the 618 and the 100% of the extension tool, and then the 123. Recognize that the 100%, the 123, sorry, will be very nice to stop a lot of shorts and make some people bullish, because what it will bring us around the top. So it will make a lot of people FOMO into the top here, and yeah, this will just make some more people longing. So it will be, a lot of people will be bullish here again. So it's time to short again, as here we got a lot of people longing, here we got a lot of people longing, and when you have too much people longing and you have a plan to look for a short, you just reverse the price. Okay, you just the price reverse and you take a short here. Okay, clearly. So this will be very nice in terms of, I mean, with the market structure. So it will just be a swing trade path, the yellow A wave, so to speak. Here the white one. Okay. The thing is, now if we're in a big bearish trend next again, we have more chance to top on the 618 and the 100%. So it depends what direction really we have on the targets, on levels. Can we plan the resistance higher? So this is how we have been trading this. We was looking first of all for that one, then this one, then this one. This one will be good with the market structure because that will rate a lot of people. But the two other ones here, the 618 right here and the 100% of the extension tool, was more probable internal probabilities, because this is like this most of the time. Okay, when you're in a bearish trend where we trace, I mean, we don't see more likely 618 or 1-to-1 extension. Okay, so that's why here we're looking for the ABC flat. We have been, this is how we was looking for targets to the upside here. So we, as you can see here, we rejected the 618 here, first target of the C. And we just went into, I mean, a bit high here because the 618 is never will perfectly touch it. So we just have to add the confidence. What was the confidence here? As I said, the naked session path control. Okay, so pretty cool. This is how I have been able also to short the top. And by the way, yeah, I shorted the top here. I completely forgot that, but I feel another short right here. So I have 4 shorts on the very top. And how can I get 4 shorts like this? Is because I have a Bybit account, and on the Bybit account you have the main account, but in the main account you can open some sub account. You can open normally 20 sub account, if I'm mistaken. Just check that again. I'm not sure about this, but normally you can open 20 sub accounts on this main account. So to speak, you have your main account where you have all your money, and you can open some sub accounts, so smaller account, if you can say that, on the main account. And so you just have to log in into your sub account next, and to just add some money into the sub account from your main account. So you can then trade. For example, if you're already long on BTC USD and long also on the BTC USDT pair, but you want to long again, you just create a sub account and you can long here. The only problem of this is that you cannot share the person picture on your phone, and I hope Bybit is going to do that, because that's like a lot to not, because I'm not able, you know, to share the screenshot. In this, for example, on Twitter here, this kind of picture, I have to do this. I have to take a screenshot of my Bybit account, so it's not the best. This will be a bit more beautiful, to be honest, to get this. But anyway, so I hope they're going to do that. So 2 shorts here, then we recognize this ABC flat. So as you can see here, boom, A, B, C here, as you can see right there, was looking to take, to go to the naked session minimum. Normally, if we go to the 618 here, this was in the VIP line stream number 20. So again, perfectly well respected. So once we have done this, this is the next long we applied to the downside. I did not really, we of course was looking for longs, but this was a really high probable long. And most of the time when I'm placing some longs or short trade like this on the market, on the chart, this is because there are some high probability trades, and high probability we're going to get a boost or to get a rejection of the level. Okay, so yeah, here's all we did some few stuff here. So what now it become a bit more complex. I'm going to show you why, but the count here become a bit more complex. Okay, so we have now a lot more different possible stuff. If we got a leading before a correction, it's all good. We have in that case, I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to do it like this. We'll have a wave 1, okay, right here. We'll have then a wave 2 on the very top right here, and now we are in a wave, boom, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Okay, this is the most probable stuff. Now the premise, does it looks like a wave 3, at the moment here to the downside. We have of course some possible 5 ways. Okay, I'm not saying the opposite. We have of course some possible 5 ways, and this is possible, for example. Okay, but I'm going to show and talk about all different possible stuff we can do here. Right there, so ABC here, we don't care anymore. Okay, so here to the downside, so we of course create some longs here everywhere because we got the trend line, for the possible leading, the bigger one, 1, 2, 3, or 5 here to the downside. But I didn't draw anything like this all the way down here. This is the first one I draw, and most of the time when I'm doing it is because we have some high probabilities to get a bounce or to get a rejection. Okay, but anyway, so here by the way the weekly level, so if you go on Bybit it was 20, I mean we just have to go on the Bybit price here and to go on the weekly time frame here, and just have to add the weekly right here, as you can see. So weekly level, boom boom boom, and so here right there. Okay, and so this is exactly where we bounced. As you can see here, you can check the price, $20,779.5 by the way, and that is the same price here. This is where we bounced out. So we have been of course able to take a long here, and we of course rotate the small top right here. Scalp is now safe, everything is safe, so we can pump it up. This is absolutely fine. But here the thing is, what can be the wave to the downside? The thing is, we can be done with the wave 3 at the moment. Okay, we can be now in a wave 4. Okay, and we are going to drop next for a wave 5. This in that case is an impulsive, sorry. So we have in that case a wave 1, 2, 3 like this to the downside. First target of the wave 3 is a 120 extension. Now the premise with this is that we have only 2% chance to top on the 120 extension. So it is the most probable to win this configuration. Not really. Now if we do, and that's the game. The wave 2 also, by the way, on that one here, as you can see here, I have done a 3-point retracement. So it's not well placed it here, but where is the top? It's here. Oh, I thought we did a 3-point retracement. Really weird. Okay, so anyway, the wave 2 is really, really small. Normally we have done a 30-point. I don't know why here it's not really well placed, by the way. Oh yeah, no, it's well placed. So anyway, we'd have done less than 30.2. So for a wave 2, it's extremely bearish when it is. Already when we're super bullish or super bearish, we do a 30.2 minimum. Okay, so to not do a 30.2 is normally extremely bearish. So do we really expect to go and stop on the first target here? Not really. Now if we do, we do. So in that case, if we have done a less than 30.2 here on this wave 2, what can we expect here? Next is to go normally to the 50% right there for a wave 4 right here. Okay, 30.2, 620, 66% are also possible. Now we can of course not break the wave 1 top. This is not possible to win this, but 30.2, 50%, 620, 66% here are the targets clearly for the wave 4 if we push higher. And next normally for wave 5. If the wave 5, I mean if the wave 3 is less than 161 and than the 161 point, so to speak below, I mean we stop before the 161, so to speak here we have 100%, so this is below. All depend where we stop exactly, but in that case the second clear of the extension will go on the wave 3 bottom here. Okay, extremely important. And so next, the first target is not the 620 for the wave 5, but the 30.2. So I'm not going to do this now because I don't really like it. Now this is still something possible. I'm going to switch to it if we do it. I play with a lot of different scenarios, to be honest. So I'm not training that like this, and this is working very well, as you can see. This is the first possible one. Otherwise, we are in a wave 3, 4, 5. I mean, we're still in the wave 3, 4, 5 here. Okay. Now the thing is, if we have a, because normally you have a wave. Oops, we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the down, a possible one. So if we have 5 waves here, what can I be again? It can be just a second wave 1 right here. Let's go with this one, a wave 1, a wave 2, and then move wave 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Okay, this is also a possible scenario here to be in this wave 3, 4, 5 here to finish boom next. Now big wave 3. Once we have done this, boom wave 4 and wave 5. Okay, this is also a possible scenario, as we have also the possible one like this. Okay, at the moment we have a possible wave 1, 2 done. So to speak, I'm going to draw with that. We have a possible also wave 1 right here, wave 2 is a flat. Okay, 3, 4, 5 to finish that bigger wave 3, 4 and 5 right here to finish the blue one, the bigger blue one. In that case here, this is another wave 1, 1, 2 with flat again, and 3, 4, 5 to finish that smaller wave 3 here, and then boom, we have in that case the 5 waves of the bigger one right here, 1, 2, 3 here, 4 and 5. In that case, finish the wave 3, 4 and 5. Okay, this is also a possible stuff. Now be careful with that one, because normally you have an A, B, C flat inside, and this is what I wanted to talk about next. Because when the planets only here, that's pretty cool. But what's next? This is super important. So here, bit of longs and so we don't really care. But another wave 1, 2 with a flat here will be insane. So this is a screenshot, as you can see. We have the wave 1, 2, we have the second wave 1, 2, and the possible third wave 1, 2 with an ABC flat. Recognize here that the gray, and so the gray line here is a 20% invalidation, as you can see here, but the most common and the more likely target is to go to the 30-point retracement of the wave 2 and the 1618, so the 1618 of the C. Why? Because a wave 2, as always, have a crazy low chance to stop before this white line here, that is the 30-point retracement. So do we really expect to stop before these turrets, on these turrets if we're in a wave 2? Not really. We expect to go to the 1618. Now the thing is, we got a short of that. Now the trade is safe. If we just push high and touch the trade pattern here, we just know that it was not an ABC flat. In any case, it just helped us to long the bottom here because we bounced off perfectly 123 here. So in any case, it's just having just super respected here. Okay, so this is not a problem. Clearly, if we push high from here and take the high or all the stuff like this, absolutely fine. Because we know where to look for shorts next. Okay, so this is also a possible scenario here, really bearish. Now the thing is, these are the more likely ones, okay, to the downside. Now the thing is, if we have a wave 1, 2, and the thing is, we have so 5 waves, correction, and we have a 1, 2, 3, or 5 here to the downside. What can that be? It can be simply not a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, but into what this, an A wave, a B retracement, and a C to the downside. As if you remember good, before when I was talking about the ABC fly and ABC zigzag, the ABC zigzag have exactly the same waves. It depends if, for example, in the wave 3, in the wave C, it depends really. For example, here we have an A, B, C. A C wave can get an ending. Can a wave 1, 2, 3 can get an ending? No. So if I have an ending in the wave 3, we know that it's an ABC. Okay. But normally we have an impulsive, correction, impulsive. So if I have this is exactly the same small wave of an of an ABC zigzag. Okay. So here, why we'll get an ABC zigzag? Okay. We can still do a last wave now. Of course, if we're the ABC fly, that can be still in a wave 1 and a wave 5, a bit less likely due to the RSI here because we really break the wave on root also. So the double wave 1, 2, 1, 2 here looks a bit less likely, but still possible. Anyway, we won't talk about this today. But here, this is also a possibility to be in this ABC. Why we will get an ABC here? This is because if we're in a wave 5 here, okay, if we're in this wave 5 right there, with what can be the wave 5 here? First of all, it can be, of course, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive, but as we was talking about before, it can be also an ending. And what are the small wave of an ending? These are simply an ABC zigzag. So first of all, so in that case, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a wedge to the downside here with another correction, another correction, another correction, another correction here. Okay, this is the first reason why we will do a possible ABC zigzag here to the downside. Now, if we do an ABC zigzag and we was in a correction before a double XY, what can that be again? We can still take the high. This is not the more likely, of course, but this is still something we have to be aware of, so to speak, to make the wave 4 after we took the high here. Okay, because what will be the pattern here will simply be a W, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, we just add 2 more waves because if we have here an ABC zigzag and we just keep rotating, this is definitely normally a Z wave. And of course, there are some super bullish scenarios, everything, but I won't go into cover that today because these are not the main scenarios for me. There are, of course, some possibilities to rocket from here, to literally just explode everything. But I'm not going to talk about this today because these are not the more likely waves in my opinion. Now, I'm still aware of that, and if I have to trade, for example, if you're along the rebottom, so if rocket, and that's why you play with different scenarios. You have to be aware of every single possibilities. Once you know the possibilities, you just have to adapt and to trade every single highs and lows because you play with different scenarios. Okay, so this is also a possibility to be in the double XYZ, but a bit less likely. Okay, so we're in theory which one we confirm. But yeah, this wave to the downside here can be a lot of things, as you can see. Triple wave 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside, the ABC zigzag, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a wave 3 less than 1618. A lot of different stuff we can be seeing the wave 4 here. I mean, so many different possibilities. So that's why here, add your confidence all the way up here. How to do that? It's just really simple. This is for Bitcoin, for example. This is a TPO chart. We are going to get all the TPO levels. Okay, so these are extremely important levels. You go on the session next and you add your sessions. You go on the weekly, monthly, daily naked path control template. You have, of course, once again, by the way, everything on the website here. In the course section right here, you have all the stuff you need. You can, of course, join us for free. You can join us if you want more and more content. Of course, it's not for free, but you have a course for beginners for free. You have the Elliott Waves course number 1, 2, 3 part 1 for free. That's on the website. The Elliott Waves course number 1, 2, and 3 part 1 for free on the website. If you now are an apprentice or a VIP, you have the PDF where you have so much information. We really avoid long sentence. I absolutely don't care. I really avoid big sentence. I just go straight to the point, really. Okay, extremely important here to read that one if you want to be if you're an apprentice or a VIP, by the way. Otherwise, you have all of this, some Elliott Wave cards with a summary of every single possible small wave, every single tips, every single targets, everything clearly for every single path, and you have also some quiz on every single path on Elliott Waves. And of course, if you want to learn how to use the order flow, Excel chart, everything, and where you can download also my templates. You have to go in the course Excel charts here. For apprentices and VIPs only, you have a download button here where you can download everything, and otherwise you have all the course on Excel charts here where you can really get everything. You have some long and short entry informations and some quizzes also below on Excel charts, and some bonus videos on live trading, questions wave analysis, live wave analysis, and some useful information. You have to know useful direction, everything on the market. Okay, and of course, if you're a VIP, you have every single day is a daily update, as you can see here. So daily Excel chart update. I'm showing you my plan, my next trades, everything, the wave count, all the stuff. I'm update everything every single days. And moreover this, I'm teaching you Excel charts, so the order flow mainly every single day to really show you how to take the trades, all the stuff like this. Okay. Every Sunday we are live to plan the upcoming week, as you will see with the screenshot. I don't know if you can see here, VIP live stream number 20, and that was the number 19. We're always looking for this possible double XY here. Okay. So on every single Sunday we plan the upcoming week, every single possibilities, all stuff like the different trades. If there are some trades to plan, everything. We have also some market updates on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Matic, XRP. Depends. Sometimes I'm more with Bitcoin, Ethereum these days, but now we have also some long-term Cardano, Matic, XRP stuff. And you have also my moonshot. My technical analysis for long-term, where at what price I'm going to look for investment on a coin. Okay, on a lot of cryptocurrencies clearly. So if you want to check the website, feel free. Clearly everything is in the description, so feel free to check this out. You can also join it for free, of course. You have also a Discord server. Yeah, that's why I'm not really turning my head on the right, because of this daily update this morning. Clearly pretty insane. But anyway, and as you can see here, yeah, we went to the 161 on the ABC flag here. ABC with a possible 135 here. So of course we can take the high, all the stuff like this. This is possible, of course, yes. But now in any case, this gave a nice short to the downside for day traders, and the straight now is safe. So in any case, we don't care clearly. Okay. So anyway, that's all for today. Hope you all enjoyed. As always, don't forget to smash that like. This is extremely important. This is a reward of my work. This is really something I just love that. So yeah, I lost myself checking my phone for some email, but anyway. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to turn on notifications, to smash that like, to join this Discord server if you want. You can join it absolutely. You have of course some members chat right here. You have my, I do not post really some Bitcoin TA, but sometimes I do. I also post video here. You can post your TA here. You can talk with me, talk with everyone, talk about Bitcoin, other crypto, share your profit, follow the social media, get some suggestions, scam report, because we've got some scammers again. By the way, if you're on the Discord server, we have this so much. I just want to talk a bit about this because this is extremely important. We have some scammers. Okay, so of course there are some people aware of that, but there are some that are not aware of that. What they're doing, just as you can see here, they're joining with another name. Once they're on the Discord server, they just take my picture, take my description, take my banner here, take my description, everything, and they're just checking everything. So the only thing to recognize if this is a scammer or not, you don't have to go on the Discord server. If of course, because these people is just going to send you a message to ask you for money, for giveaways. He's going to send you a link when you're going to click the link, it will ask you for a password, anything, and so it's going to steal your password, or maybe your Bybit account, or maybe everything. It can be a fake Bybit account, fake Bybit website, everything. So really be careful with that. Okay, if anyone, we are never going to DM you first. This is extremely important. You understand that. Except in rare case, but normally no. And even, not for asking you money. Really, you have to understand that we do not ask you money at all. We do not do giveaways. If we do giveaways, it's on the Discord server. We are not going to pre-message you anything to send you. So the way to recognize if this is a scam or not is just to go on the Discord server, check out the phone numbers here. My phone numbers are the 0618 because of Fibonacci, of course. But if this is another than the 0618, this is absolutely not me. Okay, really be careful. If, for example, so the picture is not moving, because if you go on me, the screenshot, the picture is moving. If the banner is not moving too, my banner is moving too. Okay, so really be aware of that. And if you're on the Discord server, you just have to click the and by the way, if there are some mistakes, so as you can see, Elliott Waves with 1 T only, without, for example, here the 2 dots here for the right here, as you can see. But there are some few mistakes, right? Most example scammers. And yeah, of course, with the role, because this guy is just a member. I have, of course, the Moonshots moderator role, VIP apprentice member, and server booster. Of course, I have a lot of roles. You have only one. So really be aware of that and be careful if anyone DMs you. And the simple way to do that is just to go in the right here, Moonchart settings, server settings. Oh no, by the way, not server settings. Where is it exactly? For the privacy settings here, and you can just disable this. I, of course, do it because there are some VIPs DM me everything, and I answer some questions, and also some scammers sometimes PM me also. They're my names, they have my name, but they're still sending me some message. Of course, I'm aware of that, and I can ban them. But yeah, please be aware of that and really go and turn off your DMs. Really, it's extremely important to not be scammed. So anyway, that's all for today. It was a bit long update. I'm going to take a bit of time to upload that. But yeah, so it was more bearish than bullish. But anyway, so yeah, have a brilliant day. Take care. Hope you're making some nice gains. As I say, smash that like, subscribe, turn on notifications, join the Discord server, go on Twitter also by the way if you want. And yeah, take care. Have a nice day. Have a 1, 2, 3. Have a nice day. Cheers.